It's inevitable. Prices are always climbing. But somehow, there are Vegas restaurants serving meals at prices that feel like they belong in another decade. But as my dad used to say, if it isn't good, it isn't a deal. So we tried a whole lot of deals around Las Vegas and narrowed them down to 8. Some great, some less so. And you may be shocked at what we found. Welcome to Let's Eat Vegas, your guide to the good, the bad, and the delicious. I'm a chef and former restaurant owner, and I tell it like it is. Okay, let's get started. If you've spent any time in Las Vegas, unless you've had your head buried at the craps table or have been hiding under a rock, you've almost certainly seen the advertisements for Station Casino's $5.99 burger and $2.99 shrimp cocktail. To celebrate 50 years in business, Station Casinos is bringing back several retro price specials. And on paper, they may be among the best food deals in town. And those prices certainly do get your attention. But is the food actually any good? This bay shrimp cocktail is enormous for only $2.99, and it may very well be the best bargain in town. It's the wonderfully old-fashioned version many of us remember. Shredded lettuce on the bottom, a generous pile of succulent tiny bay shrimp on top, and plenty of cocktail sauce underneath. The sauce is bold, tangy, and nostalgic in the best possible way, while the shrimp are fresh, tender, and absolutely delicious. This is not merely good for $2.99. It's a genuinely enjoyable shrimp cocktail and a tremendous value. I came into this one highly skeptical, expecting a thimbleful of soggy, past its prime shrimp. I was blown away. Do not miss out on this one. Now that was an incredible bargain. So what about the next one? Now, this burger probably isn't going to give any of Las Vegas's great burger restaurants a run for their money, nor turn Gordon Ramsay green with envy. But as a cheap meal for $5.99, as the kids say nowadays, it gets the job done. Translation, it's not especially mind-blowing, but it's also far from terrible. The fries, however, are fantastic, golden and crispy on the outside, while remaining soft and fluffy in the center. Of course, they're previously frozen, but who cares when they taste so good? The burger may not be unforgettable, but with those fries included, the price assuredly is. It's not just a good deal, it's a steal. Our next stop looked like a completely different kind of bargain, and on the surface, it's hard to resist. Amada Modern Thai is owned, operated, and chefed by the former executive chef of Hakkasan at the MGM Grand. I'm very familiar with his food, having dined at Hakkasan several times and featured it in a few videos. Monday through Friday, Amada has from 11 to 3 a $19 tasting menu. Considering the much higher prices on the regular menu, it sounds like quite a bargain. You get to choose your appetizer, an entree from 3 options, followed by a single dessert of the day, which today was mango sticky rice. We started with the mango crispy rice salad appetizer. I love both mango and crispy rice, which is fried until it puffs and becomes wonderfully crunchy. Vegetables, sweet mango, and crispy rice are served with 2 dressings, one spicy and the other peanut-based. I suggest use them both. Together, they're in perfect harmony, and this was a delicious salad. The basil chicken was the closest thing to a purely Thai dish we encountered. It delivers bold punches of garlic and basil with tender, juicy white meat chicken and a warm brown sauce. You'll want to soak up every drop with the white rice served alongside it. Then we had the supposedly famous garlic wings. Yelp is filled with glowing reviews, but I wasn't mesmerized. They have a good solid flavor, a pleasant crunch, and I enjoyed the fried garlic scattered over the top. But they're certainly not memorable. The wings and accompanying duck sauce are all right. Good, but far from great. So far, the rice and mango salad is my top choice of the apps. The cashew chicken was a mixed bag. The sauce was strong and well-made, savory, salty, and not overly sweet. Unfortunately, the breaded chicken tastes as though it had been par-cooked days earlier. That off flavor I can't stand that makes me want to put down my fork or chopsticks and crawl over the server to send it back. Like much of the food at Hakkasan, it feels like a mashup of several cuisines. It's neither particularly Thai nor Chinese. The sauce was good, But because of the chicken, I wouldn't order it again. And finally, this dish was disappointing in several ways. It's listed as $19, but prawns carry an additional $7 charge, and these weren't prawns. To me, they were ordinary shrimp. I had imagined something resembling pad see ew or drunken noodles. Instead, this was a sweet and sour Malaysian-inspired creation with very little connection to Thai food. And the dessert was a great way to end the meal. The sticky rice was sweet and delicious, flavored with pandan and rich coconut milk. There may have been a little too much dried coconut scattered over the top, but overall, it was a very good finish and a solid effort. So, I've always had mixed feelings about Hakkasan, and unfortunately, I feel much the same way about Amada. Today's meal started with a bang and ended with a whimper. Nothing was terrible, but a few dishes were not memorable either. So my advice is to come here and order the basil chicken, rice salad. They're both a 10 out of 10. And with or without the dessert option of the day, a fantastic bargain. And speaking of fantastic bargains, did you realize it's free to like, comment, hype, share, and subscribe? Yet over 60% of all YouTube viewers aren't subscribed. Subscribe today and join the Let's Eat Vegas family. Located in the heart of beautiful downtown Las Vegas, inside the gorgeous Circa Hotel, is a little gem of a restaurant called 8 East that deserves some special attention. They now offer one of my favorite happy hours in town with a selection of small plates for just $10 each. This is some seriously delicious pork belly. It's crispy around the edges, fatty in all the right ways, and wonderfully succulent. Underneath is a sauce made with tamarind, fish sauce, and a touch of sugar. The salty richness of the bacon and that sweet, tangy sauce work beautifully together. They're a match made in heaven. These wings are amazingly crispy, with fresh chicken flavor and plenty of seasoning. They're fried and coated with garlic, herbs, and a surprisingly delicious touch of lemon pepper. These are definitely not your typical buffalo wings, and honestly, they don't need a heavy sauce. They're delicious just the way they are. This is a nod to that fantastically addictive Chinese green bean dish, complete with ground pork and plenty of savory goodness. The Chinese green beans are stir-fried with soy sauce, garlic, ginger, and seasoned pork. Every bite is salty, garlicky, and loaded with flavor. It may sound like a simple plate of vegetables, but there's nothing boring about this dish. This beef and beet carpaccio is light, alluring, and absolutely fantastic. The thinly sliced beets are crisp enough to remind me of potato chips, while the premium quality beef is tender and surprisingly flavorful. An aioli and a slightly sweet soy-based sauce tie everything together and make this one of those dishes you immediately want another bite of. For $10, this may be one of the most interesting dishes in the entire happy hour menu. So 8 East impressed, both with the quality of the food and with the deal, and is not to be missed. From there, we headed somewhere with a completely different kind of menu and a very different approach to value. Anna Marie's is a longtime local favorite, and they offer an impressive lunch deal 7 days a week. Yes, you heard that correctly, not just Monday through Friday, as is the case with most restaurants. The lunch specials are $15 and include a free soft drink or iced tea. But are they actually worth it? Well, the meal begins with Anna Marie's homemade bread. When it's fresh, it's fabulous. Warm, soft, and difficult to stop eating. I've been here several times, though, and occasionally they've served bread that seemed to be left over from the day before. If you're like me and you can tell the difference, then say something. The chicken breast is nicely pounded, well seasoned, and cooked until the breading is beautifully crisp. The white meat remains moist and tender underneath that golden coating. But the real star is the tomato sauce. This is the chef's fresh San Marzano tomato sauce, based on the recipe he brought with him from Italy. It's bright, rich, and deeply flavorful, and it makes almost anything it touches taste better. Every time I've been here, the pasta has been cooked properly, al dente, as it was again today. And it's paired with this magnificent sauce. For $15, with bread and a drink included, this is a very satisfying lunch. I love the fried zucchini here. It brings back childhood memories of Tommy's at the old Trieste in San Diego, where they used to serve fried zucchini as a complimentary appetizer. Anne Marie's version is a very close second. The zucchini is crisp, light, clean tasting, and absolutely delectable. Dip it in that wonderful tomato sauce, and it becomes even better. You can also ask for some of their scratch-made ranch, which is delicious in its own right. The meatball here is denser than the type I normally make and prefer, but the flavor is good. It appears to be made with a mixture of beef, pork, and possibly veal. But once again, this meal is really about the sauce. Anne Marie's tomato sauce could probably make an old shoe taste good. The pasta is cooked al dente. It isn't made from scratch, but it's perfectly respectable. There are, however, a few things I would recommend avoiding at Anna Marie's. The pasta with garlic and olive oil can be inconsistent when the owner isn't here. That was the case today, and it was prepared, in my opinion, incorrectly. Unless you seek pasta swimming in water and chicken stock, it wasn't good. The cream sauces carry an additional $5 charge, and in my opinion, they aren't worth the upgrade. The salad is also a $6 add-on, and although the dressings are made in-house, I find them fairly mediocre. But should you feel like spending a little more, the pizza here is fantastic and something I highly recommend. I've been finding reasons to drive out of my way to pick up one of their pizzas for days now, and I'd place it in the top 3 pizza places in Vegas. For the best experience, stick with the red sauce, the chicken parm, the fried zucchini, or one of their pizzas. That's where Anna Marie's really shines, and where the lunch special is a standout bargain. Well, our next deal has been getting plenty of attention online. Naturally, we wanted to check it out for ourselves. As most of you already know, fried chicken holds a very special place in my heart. So when I heard Paina Cafe was offering an entire bucket of fried chicken for only $15, I could hardly contain myself when I discovered an influencer jumping up and down and dancing who made the bucket look enormous. What I realized after ordering my own was that the influencer must be unusually small. No more than 5 feet, I'd guess, with tiny little hands, because this bucket didn't seem even half the size of the KFC bucket most of us grew up with. Don't get me wrong, it's still a great deal, but I'd love to meet this guy to see if I'm right. Paina Cafe is a modest, informal Hawaiian-style restaurant. Everything is served in takeout containers, although they do have a few tables where you can sit and eat. The chicken is Korean-style fried chicken. And don't get me wrong, I love Korean fried chicken when it's done properly. It's usually coated in a mixture of flour and starch, and fried until the crust becomes exceptionally light and crispy. Many versions are double fried to remove even more moisture and create that signature crunch. And this chicken is certainly crunchy. The coating is extremely crisp, while the meat underneath is fresh, moist, and tender. But they call this garlic fried chicken. So am I crazy for expecting it to taste like garlic? Boy, was I surprised when I bit into it. This is sweeter than almost any orange chicken I've ever eaten. They should consider getting a commission from the local dentist. It appears to be fried first and then heavily coated in a thick honey-based glaze. There may be garlic hiding in there somewhere, but the sweetness completely overpowers it. Had I known, I would have asked for the chicken with the sauce on the side so I could control the sweetness myself. Underneath all that glaze, I think there's actually some very good fried chicken. That's the part the TikToker neglected to mention. They went on and on about the bucket and what a tremendous bargain it was, but never bothered to explain what the chicken actually tasted like. A shortcoming all too common with influencers. I mean, doesn't that seem like a fairly important detail? Well, if you love extremely sweet glazed chicken, this may be right up your alley. But if you, like me, hear garlic fried chicken and picture something savory and loaded with garlic, this probably isn't for you. The mochi donuts are sweet, but in this case, that's good. Donuts are supposed to be sweet, and these are very good. They're made with glutinous rice flour, giving them a light texture at first, followed by that pleasant mochi chewiness. They gave me an assortment of flavors, although it was more an assortment of appearances, as to me, they all tasted more or less the same. And is that necessarily bad? Not really, since they were all pretty good. They're fresh, chewy, and enjoyable. As we were leaving, a gentleman, Jonathan, was parked next to us and had noticed we were filming and asked whether I tried the Inari. I told him I hadn't, and without hesitation, he insisted I try one. Thank you, Jonathan, because these were really good. The tofu pocket is lightly sweet, the rice is well seasoned, and the poke tastes fresh and flavorful. Sometimes, the best recommendation doesn't come from the attention-seeking influencer. It comes from the friendly person parked next to you. So, paella was a good deal, but a bit of a mixed bag. Still, I'd go back for the chicken, but I'd order the sauce on the side next time. Now we're off to a place offering a very different kind of bargain. Lindo, Michoacan has been part of the Las Vegas restaurant scene since its original Desert Inn location opened in 1990. The restaurant specializes in traditional cuisine from Michoacan, Mexico, and its Palace Station location opened in May of 2024. During lunch, they offer several reasonably priced specials, and today we tried 3. Each comes with fideo soup. From past experience, I've found when the soup's been sitting in the pot too long, the noodles go past their prime, and I'm not a fan. But today, they were al dente, and the soup was very enjoyable. The chicken arrives dangerously hot on a scorching plancha. The aroma wakes up your taste buds long before it even reaches the table. The chicken is tender and very well seasoned, pushed almost to the edge of being salty, but not quite. Sautéed peppers, tomatoes, and onions accompany it to add even more flavor. I asked for both corn and flour tortillas, which are made from scratch at all the Lindo locations. Add a little sour cream or salsa, and it's even better. They give you a huge amount of food. Honestly, I could have stopped here. This is easily enough for 2 people. The chimichanga normally comes with your choice of protein and beans inside, but I asked for no beans and they happily accommodated. The outside is wonderfully crunchy, and because it's made with a fresh tortilla, it's far superior to any factory-made or store-bought. Inside's a rich shredded beef guisado and a savory chili sauce. Definitely don't skimp on the filling. I also love the rice and beans. The rice has a delicate balance of seasoning without being greasy, and the scratch-made refried beans are smooth and creamy. There's no shortage of salt here, and that's a good thing. Sensational! Some of the best hard-shell beef tacos I've tasted. The homemade corn tortilla shells are phenomenal, and the meat is expertly seasoned. So much flavor that nothing needs any additional salt. I love crispy tacos, as most of you probably already know. What's your favorite kind? Compared to many other Mexican restaurants I've visited, Lindo doesn't skimp on the portion size, and the food is excellent, making this a terrific bargain. So by this point, we've seen deals in just about every form imaginable, but there was still one category we hadn't quite tackled yet. By now, you've probably heard of Rustic House and its sister restaurant, John Cutter. We helped put both places on the map years ago when they first introduced their half-price Sunday steak deal. And yes, you heard that correctly. Every Sunday, all day long, the steaks are 50% off. But the deal wasn't actually what first got our attention. Rustic House earned the top spot in our very first Las Vegas Steak Countdown, and deservedly so, due to the amazing quality of the steaks. This isn't some sad little bargain steak being offered cheaply because nobody wants it. These are genuinely excellent steaks that happen to be half price one day a week. Before ordering, make sure you sign up for their perks program. Just give them your phone number and you'll immediately receive $20 off, with additional rewards available after that. The beef here is tender and flavorful, not that horrible low-grade casino steak that shows up in so many advertised specials. Some of those steaks are as tough as shoe leather, with a flavor to match. Not that I've ever personally tasted shoe leather, but you know what I mean. This is steakhouse quality beef, cooked over an open flame and covered with beautiful grill marks. The bone-in ribeye has a terrific balance of meat and fat. And remember, where there's fat, there's flavor. Here, there's plenty of both. It comes with a chili oil that I genuinely love, but this steak has so much rich, fatty, beefy flavor that it doesn't need much help. and so I asked for the chili oil on the side. Yes, the steaks are a la carte, but don't skip the fries. In my opinion, they're some of the best in Las Vegas. Golden and crispy on the outside, while the inside stays tender, fluffy, and almost creamy. Make sure you ask for some of their homemade ranch as well. It's terrific with the fries. We also brought along some of our homemade ketchup. It's one I used to make in my restaurant, because they only offer Heinz here. Nothing personal, Heinz. I've eaten plenty of you over the years. I just prefer knowing exactly what's going into my food and avoiding processed ingredients whenever I can. After years of viewers asking me to share the recipe, I finally worked out a home-sized version. You can find my homemade ketchup recipe on our website, but here it is as well. The New York strip has always been my favorite cut when it's done properly. It was the steak of my parents' generation, before the ribeye came along and stole the spotlight. A good New York steak, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated cuts. A cheap New York strip can be tough and full of sinew. This one is buttery and tender. The beef melts in your mouth, and that strip of fat along the side, my favorite part. But all that said, it's the deeply charred crust that seals the deal. Together with the ribeye, this remains one of the best steaks and one of the best legitimate steak deals in Las Vegas. And you'd be crazy to miss it. Well, there you have it. Proof that great deals are still out there in Las Vegas, but price alone doesn't tell the whole story. Some were terrific, some came with a few catches, and a couple reminded us exactly why my dad always said, if it isn't good, it isn't a deal. You just have to know where to look. And when you do go, make sure to tell them, Let's Eat Vegas sent you. So those were some great deals. But what about the foods that are so good, you just can't resist them? Click right here and check out my Las Vegas Guilty Pleasures. The dishes you know you probably shouldn't order, but somehow you always do. Or check out this video. Either way, you can't go wrong. Until we eat again, bon appetit.